We're here to connect the dots and get back home. That's the challenge for us in this life. Um, so I think we live our whole lives to learn about everything and to try to get further with the truth and the things that we learn. Obviously, some people don't try. You reach adulthood and you're really supposed to be on your own, and you're supposed to have reached a level of maturity, but people don't talk about a level of spirituality, and maturity in spirituality, and maturity in the truth, and that stuff just doesn't get talked about being really challenging yourself with the truth, and challenging yourself in learning about yourself, learning about the world, learning about the outer world and all this stuff. It's just not something people talk about, obviously, because we're in Lucifer's world. So you know it's not something they want us to talk about. It's not something they even allow us to talk about. So unfortunately, we're handicapped in that way, but it doesn't matter. We're still here to do this one job, which is to connect the dots. And if we don't do it, we fail. It's a big test. It's a big exam at the end or whatever. And if we fail, that's it. There's no retaking it. And it's really sort of that you only get one score, you only get one chance at all of this. And connecting the dots, you get a lot of chances. You can do it all through your life, but at a certain point, when we reach a time like this, the time is, it's crucial now to put together what you have and to put it into action and to do something about it, to talk about it, to do something about it, to act, to prepare yourself, to learn more, and to just keep, you know, keep acquiring more knowledge, because there's so much knowledge to acquire. And I mean, I used to think it sort of ended at certain things, but it doesn't end. It just keeps going, and it becomes more incredible, more amazing, and more out of this world than you could ever imagine. And all those things you have to be open to. This is the point of life. We're just not told that. We're not told that this is the point of life, but it is. The point of life, what the hell is that in the middle of the screen? I have no idea. Okay, I didn't even notice that at the beginning. That is strange. What is that? Okay, whatever. Anyways, um, so yeah, we're here to connect the dots. So we do this all through our life. We do it as early as, like, I don't know. For example, I woke up when I was, like, I don't know, 11 or something, and my dad passed away, and it was very shocking. The whole thing was shocking. The whole thing was pretty out there. It actually, it has to do with Lucifer and all this, and to me it does, and I connected those dots myself. But I woke up around that age where things kind of just hit me like, whoa, we're living. There's something here. This is weird or something. And then it just keeps going. And then, so as soon as you have even just one wake up, one event, or one, moment that you start to feel different, that's when it starts. And everything from that moment on, you really have to keep connecting the dots. You have to keep searching. And the thing is that the truth is the most important thing. It's always the most important thing. Every single day, every single moment of the day, you should be looking for the truth. And if you're not looking for it, you should just be, willing to receive it, willing, like, be open to receiving it, be open to having it if it comes your way. The truth is everything. The truth is the most important thing. And the truth leads us to everything we need to know. And how wouldn't it? It's called the truth. So the truth, will lead us to the truth, right? But if you're not actively searching for the truth or actively accepting the truth, and embracing it in your life, then you're going nowhere. I mean, the truth is the most important thing. It's not your job, it's not your house, it's not your things, it's not your daily life. I mean, as good as some of those things can be, it's not those things. That's not the main thing. Those things are just a side thing. Those things are just you know, a side effect of this life. I mean, but the main part is, you know, connecting the dots and understanding the truth, finding the truth, and connecting so many dots that you get to a point, maybe later on in life, right? Maybe it takes you a while. But right now, it shouldn't take you too long if you're of mature age, because, everything is happening right now. So it's going to be probably a quick awakening if you want it to be. The truth is sort of everywhere right now, but it's also kind of hidden because they're just deceiving us and lying to us in so many ways that it's hard to find the absolute truth. But keep searching and keep connecting the dots for yourself. Don't let other people connect the dots for you. You do it yourself, and you listen to your intuition, to your instincts. You listen to sort of, the divine voice inside, which is your voice, which is also God's voice. But it is, in the end, it's your voice, and you need to listen to yourself, and you need to pay attention to, you know, to other things around you that might be hinting at something that you need to learn, or something that you need to hear within. So, we are given a chance at at winning this whole battle of, getting back home, right? It's either we get back home, or we don't get back home, and we go to the place that we don't want to go to. It's called hell. um and it's real. It's very real. Yes, it is. um and if you don't believe it, you need to really do some more research. You need to really open yourself up even more, and you need to rid yourself of any indoctrinations that you have, or you just need to. I was talking about this in my last video about having temporary beliefs. I think it's really important to just not hold on permanently to your beliefs. Just be willing to let go of anything at any given moment, because you need to be open for the next thing, or you need to be open for something that's bigger than the last thing that you believed in. And you need to not hold on to something. This is the thing that's wrong in this life, is that we hold on to things and we don't want to let go. And it's a physical thing, right? It's the side effect of, like, the physical life that we're living, is that we hold on to things in, like, a physical way, where it just becomes a part of our physical life, and our physical um you know uh, energy here, or our physical. It's not an energy, but it's our physical body. It's just part of us. It's like really an energy that you surround yourself with. If it's physical, then that's just what you're gonna live. And and I'm telling you that, holding on to things, it's a physical thing. And we need to work at not holding on to physical things. We need to work at being free, being spiritual in the way that, like, you understand that you are just a spirit, and that you're living this physical life, but it's not really even what you're living. It's not really who you are. You are just really in your spirit. And things like beliefs, it's a part of this world. you know Beliefs, is not a part of the spiritual world. What's a part of the spiritual world is just positivity. It's not just positivity, but it's truth. it's, good things like love and faith and truth. And to me, like, those are the like three most important ones. And that's really all you need. You don't need extra beliefs. You don't need to hold on to anything. Just always have love and have faith in other people and have faith in yourself. Have faith in God, the Most High. And, search for the truth. And the truth has no attachments. It just is the truth. And the truth is where we get stuck sometimes, because we think the truth is one thing, we get attached to it, and we don't want to let go of it, and we don't want to move on to the next thing that is actually the truth. So the truth is an attachment. So if you think you have the truth, that might just be an attachment, and you need to let go of that, and have a temporary belief in all of your truths, and then move forward to other things, and just research and be open to other things. Don't have a hold on to anything that is in your life. Don't make a permanent home with it. Don't live with it as if it's everything that you've ever wanted, and that's it, it's done, you're good, you're going to keep going on this path, and that's what you're going to do, and that's it. You need to just stay open. Don't get too comfortable with it. So yeah, so it's a game to Lucifer, that obviously he's trying to get you to stay here and to get further in debt with him, let's say, in further in like the hole with him, and go down further into hell, because we are sort of in a version of hell here, thanks to Lucifer. But it's a game to him, right? So you have to think, he knows the rules, right? If you can get yourself out of this, it's fair, right? And he understands that it's fair. And I don't know how understanding he really is, but at the end of the day, he knows the rules. He understands the limits. He knows the limits of, like, if you're going to stay with God, if you're going to go with God, then that's it, right? So if you get yourself out, it's like a board game, right? If you end up at the finish line before him, and you're good, you did your job, you got whatever you needed, and you stayed with God, or you kept, I don't know how to explain it, but you did what you were supposed to do, and you are now able to return to God. He can't say anything. You're done the game. He can't take you back, and he knows he can't take you back. So, he accepts the rules, and but you have to push, to your own limit, and you have to, because he's going to push you as much as he can, his side. So you have to push yourself as hard as you can, because it's not going to be an easy game. It's not an easy game. And I can tell you from personal experience, it's a terribly hard game, because the rules of the game are that you have to be super open-minded, super open the whole time, and you have to be selfless. And these things are not easy for some people, and it's not easy for even most people, because this life is so physical. It teaches you to be into yourself, and to just it just teaches us to just not love each other properly, and all that. But those components of the game are difficult things to achieve. They're not just like a game, right? It's not like a board game where it's easy, you just have to do what you're told. This is a game that you have to figure out yourself, and finding the truth is harder than it sounds. And being loving, absolutely loving, like giving true love to people, is harder than it sounds. It takes more energy than you think. It takes more of everything. So it's tough stuff. And having faith in people is hard too, because we're taught in this life not to have faith in each other, because we are basically deceived all the time. So why would we trust anything or anybody, right? This is a way that they get us. It's just, they just take all of our hope away. They take all of our faith in each other away. They just give us hate, and they give us all that negative energy to work with, and that negative stuff, and they feed us with lies and all this stuff. And you know what? Then it becomes a really hard game, and we don't even know we're playing a game. That's the craziest thing, until we do realize that this is a game that we have to win. It's it's a test. It's a test for ourselves. And I always knew this was a test, in a way, like the life was testing us, where we have to do as well as we can in order to get more good things. A lot of people know that. But it has literally, it has been shown to me that it's literally a game, really. And if you want to get out of here and win, and be where you deserve to be, and where you want to be, and where you'll love to be, and where your family is, and all this, where love is, where beauty is, all that good stuff, you have to win. And when I say win, it's not like, you know, step on people along the way kind of win. It's like the opposite. It's like being a good person kind of win, and being truthful with yourself, and being truthful with others, and being good, being trying to love people, trying to love God, and trying to love things that we don't even understand, or we don't even, know yet. So anyways, so yeah, you have to save your soul. That's the game. That's the point of the game. Saving your soul is really the end goal. If it was on a board game, at the end it would say, you know, the last box would say like save your soul, and whatever, step out of the game and you'll save your soul, go this path and you'll save your soul. This is what this game is. So yeah, this is really important. So don't be afraid of, entering subjects that you just never even pictured yourself looking into. That's really what needs to happen here. If you want to save your soul, and if you want to return to God, it's really important. And if you don't believe in God, then you probably just haven't researched enough, and you haven't researched enough, for evidence and all that. But because there is evidence in different ways, but you also haven't researched inside yourself, because God is there, and when you find Him, you never doubt it again. I mean, you could, right? You could get out of it, but when you really find it this way, with when you're connecting the truth and conspiracies and whatever, spirituality, and then you're connecting also to deception and Lucifer and all this stuff, then there's really no going back, because you know that you've reached a point where, holy crap, like this is all very real. And sometimes you pinch yourself because you're like, what the F is going on? But this is very real. So connect the dots and you will see how real it gets. And you know what? It might be scary at first, but I guarantee you'll love it in the end. You'll love that you found the truth, and you'll love that you have a chance to go back to where you belong. And that's the most important thing. So I will leave it at that. I'll talk to you guys later.